The truth is that it's 100% possible to actually turn $100 into $1,000 as a forex trader. And the other side of the truth is that what it's not a get rich quick scheme, neither will it be easy for you to actually do this. So if you are a trader who is willing to turn your $100 to $1,000 and you are really willing to follow the right procedure to actually do this without blowing your account, then I want you to watch this video till the very end. Now the step one is basically having the right mindset and risk management. Now before you even place your first trade, you need to make sure you have the right mindset, because we all know that $100 is relatively a very small amount of money. But if I can do it with $10, then you can actually do it with $100 as well. So here is the whole playbook that we're actually going to follow. Since $100 is a very small amount of money, we need to make sure that what we actually trade consistently and compound every little profit we have on a safe note. Now here's it. So before we get started with our first trade, we need to make sure that what we have a relatively right expectation of what we are actually going to get at the end of every single week. So here is it. Every single week we are going to target 5 to 10%. So basically means that if you deposit $100 in a week, you should be making about $5 to $10 in return. And with this in mind, we should be gambling anything between 1% to 5% for every single trade. Now I know that what risking $1, $2 per single trade is relatively very small, but the truth is that what this is the right procedure we need to follow to stay in the game for a long period of time. And if we stay for a long period of time, it will give us the room to actually hit up to a huge figure later on. Now the step number 2 is basically you need to find a proven strategy. Now when it comes over to taking your account from $100 to $1,000, this is not the time whereby you need to set 100 or some thousands of indicators on your chart. Not at all. What you basically need during this period is having a proven strategy that you've personally backtested and then recorded enough data like I've done for my own strategy, and also you've actually traded this strategy on a demo account and then recorded a good profit margin before you actually take it up into a live account. Until you have this sort of data backed up for your account, then I'm sorry, you are not ready to trade the live market yet. So if you are a trader who is willing to learn a trading strategy that you can actually use, just comment trading strategy that in the comment section, and I'm basically going to reply to your comment with a video to one of the best trading strategies that I personally trade, which is a strategy that I use to test out all these data, and you can actually learn it for 100% free right on this YouTube channel. The step number 3 is basically use a proper lot size. Now here's where most beginners traders fail, because they deposited a tiny $100 into their trading account. All they basically want to do is basically flip this account up overnight, and the truth is that what trying to do this will not actually help you with anything. You need to make sure you use a micro lot size alongside a micro account, because you already have a micro account of just $100. Using a huge lot size will actually lead you into more problems. So the best thing you need to do here is simply look for a micro lot and actually use for it as well. Now for example, if you are using a highly trusted broker, which is Light Finance, one of the best brokers out there that I am personally partnered with, which actually gives you the access to trade a 1:500 leverage. And for example, you went for the 1:500 leverage for it. Now if you go for a 1:500 leverage, you need to make sure that for every single trade you take, you trade with 0.01 lot size. And why is this lot size safe? The reason why this lot size is safe is because you actually be gambling 10 cents per pip. So even if a market moves 20 pips, that basically means that what you've actually lost just $2. And if market moving 20 pip into your direction as well, that means that what you've made just $2 profit. So basically using a 0.01 lot size on a 1:500 leverage will actually give you enough room to actually target longer have a bigger stop loss position, but still managing to keep your losses below $5, which will actually keep your account for a very long time, even if you find yourself in a losing streak. Now the step number 4 is basically compound every single profit you make. If by the end of week 1 you were able to make 10%, that means that what your $100 is now $110. Now if you go down to week 2, that $110 will go from $110 to $146. Now this is also putting some losses that you might incur at some point of the game in account as well. Now down to week 3 you will be up $216. Before you look, in 5 to 6 month time you will actually be up over $700 to $1,000 already, provided that what you follow this system. Why? Because for every profit you make, your risk to reward actually increase. So maybe when you started with $100, you were risking $2 per trade, which was 2% of your total account. That means that what if you go for, once your account goes to $146, and your 2% will also go up as well. So with this in mind, you know that what within 6 to 7 month period of time, and if you are highly consistent, you might be able to make that $1,000 in no time. So guys, the most important thing here simply is this step number 4. After you get every single thing, without this step number 4 of having the mindset of compounding, you might actually not be able to hit your targets. And the step number 5 is basically make sure you journal every single trade you take. Now this is very important. As a trader, whenever you take a trade, make sure you write it down in your journal. What actually pushed you to take this trade? What actually triggered this setup? Why this trade? Why this and that? Why did you reject the other one for this? How much did you make? How much did you risk? Did you follow your usual principles or not? Now putting all of this into account will actually save you a lot as a trader. This takes us to the point number 6, which basically says you need to be highly patient and disciplined to be able to achieve this goal. Now having every other rule in mind is okay, but if you are not patient enough and disciplined enough, you might not be able to achieve this goal. Now I actually gave you a full draft that was from week 1 to week 2, week 3, week 4, you'll be making this amount of money. But the truth is that if you decide to rush any single process, you might not be able to hit it. And the truth is that not every single week will end profitable. That's why I gave you a buffer of about 6 to 7 months to actually hit this target. So guys, with all of this actually said, if you are looking for a reliable broker to trade with, don't forget to trade with Light Finance. And if you are looking for a prop firm that you can actually trust with your money, then Blueberry Funded is the go-to. Now link to both Light Finance and Blueberry Funded will be down in the comment section. I will actually pin them, so make sure you check out those two platforms. As a trader, you need them to actually help make your life easier. So guys, see you in my next video. Bye.